Again. So the role of a curator has shifted since the 1980s. The curator has taken a new form with the rise of social media in the beginning of the 21st century. The curator is no longer confined to academia or institutional walls. Since the early 2000s, curators have become very present in the social media. Specifically, some curators have been developing their practices through curating on art blogs, which are interactive websites featuring images and commentary in daily posts. Two practitioners of this new form of curatorship are Danielle from the Jealous Curator and Megan O'Toole of My Love for You. These online curators are actively engaging with art and artists every day. The Jealous Curator and My Love for You have altered curatorial practice to benefit the art world. These curators use their blogs as tools to make art accessible and approachable to a larger group of people than galleries have the ability to do. Thus, the art blog has emerged as a 21st century tool that is transforming curatorial practice to benefit the art world and is making art accessible to a wider audience. The practice of curatorship has changed between 1981 and 2011 and conducts research that reflects in their curatorial work. They remain necessary to the development of art because they are continually using research and studying, publishing, adding to, recommending conservation of, and exhibiting a group of objects that are in the institution's possession. The blogging curator's position supplements the traditional one. Through various means of selection, blogging curators show contemporary art in daily posts. This is motivated by a desire to remain fresh or to be the first to introduce the work of an artist. In contrast to the scholarly span of time for creating an exhibition, the blog The Jealous Curator and the blog My Love for You post contemporary visual art daily. Bloggers have the ability to show new work much faster, whereas in the traditional model of curating, exhibitions are planned at least a year in advance. The online curator will plan an artist post typically only 1 to 2 days ahead because, quote, if you plan too far in advance, you're not getting the scoop. End quote. The Jealous Curator's Danielle only plans a day ahead because she wants to be one of the first blogs to write about an artist. Daily posts do not replace these monthly or bi-monthly exhibitions. Rather, they bring the art to the viewer more often. Showing art this way reaches a wider audience because the institutional curator can reach, and this will be demonstrated further in The Jealous Curator and My Love for You. The online blogger behind The Jealous Curator is known only as Danielle. She creates visual art. The idea of going to a physical exhibition in a gallery is far less intimidating. Through experience with art ahead of time, visitors to an exhibition can connect to the conversation or the themes in a show. Jealous Curator is transformational to curatorial practice because of this new ability for the public to communicate with and relate to the curator. Ariana Huffington reinforces this point, saying, blogging at its best is deeply personal, and once readers get used to that kind of connection to a writer, it's hard to let it go. This change in conversation is significant because with it, art becomes relatable. Viewership grows with relatability, and the results of this are evident in the popularity of this blog. Along with invoking a curiosity for the viewers to see art in person, bloggers advocate for artists by exposing them to large readerships. Frequently, if Danielle features art, at least 4 to 5 more blogs will feature the same artists. A traditional curator in Nashville discussed with Danielle that showing artists on multiple blogs to thousands of viewers is unique because, he said, quote, there is no way a small gallery would get that kind of traffic and exposure for that same artist, end quote. The Nashville curator also paired this notion with the idea that new art is covered daily and said, what you're doing is incredibly powerful and hugely important to so many artists. The supplementation of social media to the traditional curatorial role is paramount in reaching a wider audience. Danielle suggests that this is ideal through an integration of blog and gallery representation. She says giving an artist the opportunity to have their work shown in a gallery, so many people can actually experience it in person. And then combined with the exposure a blog could give, it's the best of both worlds and the most impactful situation for the artist. In practice, Danielle did exactly that in March 2011. As the jealous curator, she exhibited the show